There is a thing that happens every year around about this time in the National Football League, the NFL. Head coaches will be getting fired. This is a normal part of being a professional head coach. It comes with the territory. But I'll also say there is another thing that happens every year around about this time. And let me explain something to you first. As of January the 14th, 2026, the NFL has fired or replaced the head coaches to the point where there are now 9 openings in the NFL for head coach. This is when the normal process of trying to select a replacement head coach. The problem that happens, especially in the NFL more than any other sport, is the owners, investors, whoever they are, want to hire the same retreads of coaches that are selected in the hiring process. My prime example to explain this to you is fired Cleveland Browns head coach Kevin Stefanski. I want to speak about Kevin Stefanski resume. And what we're dealing with here is a coach who coached the Cleveland Browns from 2020 till recently 2025. 2 of those years being 2020 and 2023, he was named NFL Coach of the Year, both times his team winning 11 games. So we want to look at his overall coaching resume. We're dealing with a coach whose overall career record is 45 wins, 56 losses in the regular season. And in the playoffs, he had 1 win and 2 losses. Now, 2 playoff seasons, and we want to compare it to 4 seasons, not only of not making the playoffs, but teams that were well below the 500 record. So, Stefanski, while proven to be a head coach who could not be a head coach to coach and mentor younger quarterbacks, point one, and point two, proved to be a coach that could not consistently be a winner. I give you all of that to tell you this. We have 6 NFL teams. We have Miami, Atlanta, Tennessee, Baltimore, Las Vegas, and the New York Giants, who are rumored to be in line to hire Kevin Stefanski as their new head coach. Let me make this a little bit more clearer, because I said all of this for a reason. Not one talk am I seeing on ESPN or any of the other sports channels about a name that's called the Rooney Rule. For those of you who do not understand what the Rooney Rule is, let me explain. In 2003, a rule was put in place to attempt to increase racial diversity in the head coaches, assistant coaches, specialty coaches, as well as managerial positions, to give people of color a fair take through interviews. And it required that teams went through the processes of the Rooney Rule before they up and just hired someone. Let me play hypocrite for just a little bit here because I understand if you're talking about a coach like John Harbaugh, a coach like Mike Tomlin, or even a coach like Pete Carroll, you're talking about coaches who have won a Super Bowl. When you have won a Super Bowl, that is credential to you. That is carte blanche to you. So I get it and completely understand when you want to take the time to surpass and circumvent a Rooney rule and grab at that person. I get it. But when you take the time to do to the bottom of the barrel, to say, F that Rooney rule, F that process, I'm going to go with my friend, or I'm going to go with someone who looks like me because I'm in power. That is the purpose for something like a Rooney rule. So now, here's where we hear screaming from the MAGA people, the Trumpites, and everybody else, because remember, inside that definition was the word diversity. And they're allergic to the word diversity, as if someone has given special favor to someone. No, it's given an opportunity to someone who was equal or better than another person that at least get a chance to be talked and be seen. There are a number of head coaches that made it into the NFL based on the Rooney rule. And one of those people is Mike Tomlin. So I bring this up because I don't know if here recently that the Rooney rule doesn't apply anymore, but I'm sure damn well wondering why it hasn't been mentioned. And whenever you get done to it, and I don't care who you are, if you're ready to tell me that Kevin Stefanski is the one and your recipe to win a Super Bowl, you can kiss my butt with that because it ain't got nothing to do about him winning. It got more things to do about the fact of what he looks like compared to the fact of what some other coach looks like. And in 2026, this should not be still happening. Now, like I said before, rumor-wise, and usually you have people like Adam Scheffler and maybe a couple of them, they are usually using their rumor mill conversations based off of inside information. And it just does not make sense. So come next month or so, when all of these 9 jobs are filled in NFL, let's see if we do not get a person of color hired into the head coaching positions yet again. There's been recently when there were 7 job openings and not one person of color was hired. Very funny that those teams that didn't even take the chance to even interview a black person have not won nothing. It's almost like karma bit them right in their tail. So with that, I'll go ahead and close this out. I wanted to get that out there to you. I know I'm going to get those criers out there that holler about, why are you talking about people of color? It's obvious. I just shared it with you because they, people of color and women, are not given the same opportunity of someone who looks like those people in power. I'll close this for now, and I'm going to say bye-bye and take care.